for whatever reason, I was moving really slow this time, getting the transmission up and into the car. Shoot, I don't know. Maybe it's because I've been trying to get back out on the basketball court lately and I just didn't have the strength, you know, getting old, man. But anyway, transmission is up. I ended up taking a break because I had to go get some fluid. Oh, by the way, shoot, Mercon V, well, they are proud about that stuff. It is $14 per quart. 14 times 13. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna just use that regular degular. Boy, they are proud of that stuff. Okay, that looked good. Looked like everything reading. Okay, so it likes that, so that's good. Up for a little bit, and then after warm up, I'll check the fluids, and then after checking the fluids, I'm gonna go through the gears and the transmission. I read something one time that basically said, you know, put it in reverse for 5 to 10 seconds, drive 5 to 10 seconds, 2, 5 to 10 seconds, 1, go back, and then do it again, and that should have moved enough fluid through. So it is late. I'm not gonna do a real two-step check, like rev it up and everything. But for my trans brake, I don't know if all of them are like this. You know, if I put it in gear 1, I hold the button and I let go of the brake itself, even though I'm not on the gas, it'll still keep the car from moving. So if that works, then it's already better than whatever I had before. Because before, even when I held the button, the car would still roll forward. So, like I said, everything I got 2 of is crossed around this thing. We're finna see if this works. Oh yeah, it's holding. It's holding. Put off the brake, the car ain't moving. So we good. I'm telling you, sometimes when stuff you just can't figure out what it is that's going wrong with it, it just feels good for it to finally be working. So I think we all good there. Bring it up here to let it run so that it's not so loud for my neighbors, but then I also get a chance to see if it's leaking anywhere, and I'm finna do a two-step check, I guess, see what it's looking like getting on the chip, you know, sometimes when stuff sit, it all change. So you gotta make sure you do it, or check and make sure it still works like it's supposed to. But we're about to see right now. Okay, something to address from the new changes. If I'm just driving, like say I'm driving, Texas has like feeder roads and the highway, right? If I'm driving like on feeder road or highway where it's not like I'm stopping pretty much every block or every other block and having to wait on a light, the car actually does not get that hot. I've been driving for about 30 minutes and probably even longer because I made a big loop. The car pretty much was sitting at 179, 180, so it wasn't getting hot at all, which also means the fans don't come on, which means that transmission cooler fan doesn't come on. So I'm gonna have to figure something else out to see if it actually works for me, or if I need to get probably a bigger transmission cooler and go from there. So learn something on the drive. Biggest thing of all of this most recent happenings going on is now the transbrake works. And my brother taking it apart and figuring out what's wrong, believe he ended up talking to Lintech. They helped out, so thank you to those guys, because sending it to them from where I am in Texas, for one, it was expensive just to send it. I think it was like $80 to $100 just to send it, and it would have taken pretty much a full week for it to get up to where it needed to go. So that's a week to send it to them. We'll say 2 to 3 weeks for them to take a look at it and get it straight. Just kind of ain't like they're gonna get my package and stop everything they're doing and all hands on deck, right? So 2 to 3 weeks for them to figure it out and then get it ready to send it back, and then a week for it to come back. So we talking 5 weeks. That's over a month. Meaning it would have been September by the time I got it back, right? So transbrake being fixed is a huge part. Then on top of that, transmission shifting like it should. And so good things there. On the table still, figuring out the voltage drop to the fuel pump that could be causing the fuel pump pressure drop in high load. Got to figure that out. And then I'm thinking that my transmission cooler that comes stock on this car is not big enough or doesn't dissipate heat well enough for the type of load that I'm putting on it, especially since this is a much different engine than the 160 horsepower engine that comes in this car stock, that regular 351 Windsor. So have y'all heard of these 40K True Cool transbrake or transmission coolers that everybody's raving about. I wonder if I could get that to work for well, I know I can, but I wonder what I need to do to get that to work for my system, and if it's actually gonna make a big difference. Still got to get on those things, but I feel like this was a lot going on, and just in case you are one of the people that's really following, I want to kind of, you know, give you bite-sized pieces. That way you can kind of follow along and stay up to date. So I am going to be getting back with another video soon, but until then, we'll see y'all later.